Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, teacher Thanh Phương. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome everyone back to the journey of raising the inner awareness of the inner self. Um, this is a journey that aim to have people understand the inner self to cultivate the inner peace and desire our desired life. And thank you for uh, your presence. And yesterday we have explored about the information of wisdom, right? And um, wisdom. When we talk about wisdom, yeah, hello, teacher. When we talk about wisdom, we could have some idea about that, but it's quite vaguer in someone's mind. Yeah. Is since I have learned about wisdom according to the root education philosophy, and I have a simple understanding and simple definition about wisdom. So, as yesterday we have explored about the information of wisdom. And we know that is nothing other than the state of inner awareness or the inner awareness. Okay, I'm back. Earlier, I just kept disconnected to the internet. Hello, teacher Gamer. Thank you for being here
Oh,
with
teacher.
us. So yesterday we discussed about the information of wisdom, and we have an idea about what is wisdom in a simple understanding. So it's not something that's very hard to attain anymore. And the wise men have told us that wisdom is simply understood as the state of inner awareness, the state of inner awareness. And we have five state of inner awareness or awareness states and correspond to five levels of wisdom. And let me share the screen so we can just had a brief review. Then we can get into the new lesson today. Okay, today is day 16, as I remember correctly. 16. And yesterday we left of wisdom level 5 and inner awareness states 5, right? So before I into getting into the new uh, lesson today, anyone want to share something? Your lessons, your insight, or enlightenment or realization?
Hi, teacher. I miss Phương and everyone. Well, today I want to share with you a very big lesson for me. Um, when when I couldn't, how can I say, I couldn't predict the consequences of my words. When I talk to some people, they don't know about this knowledge or they don't have the same point of view. When I give the advice to my relative, they want to borrow money to buy a motorbike, quite expensive motorbike, and they need to pay the debt every month. And I told them that, not told them, told my husband, and I don't dare to tell them, but told my husband that if I were them, I would not buy expensive motorbike because in my in my knowledge, I know that is the not the asset. It's just the uh, what can you say? Something to deduct your asset.
Expense.
Yeah. Uh, the
Yeah, I think we can call it expense. We spending on that.
expense.
Yeah,
Yeah, expense. Correct. So it doesn't bring them much value to them. Instead of show off their their mm, uh, they show off a little bit with others and just have them to go to work. That's all. But they need to pay debt every month, and they often have arguments about finance. But unfortunately, when I told that, I make the misunderstanding from my husband. He thought that I don't want to lend them money. I think they couldn't pay back, or it's not that they want to show off, just they want to be good in other eyes, like other people have all the good motivate. And I suddenly realized that they think in different way. Them want to help them, so willing to lend them money to buy whatever they want and support them. That's the way he shows the love. But for me, when I care for them, I want them to have a good choice, to use money in the more meaningful way. So there is a conflict between us when we don't have the same point of view. Uh, all of us love our relatives, but the way we think for them in different way, and in the way I share my ideas, my thoughts, not very sensitively, not very thoughtfully, so make misunderstanding between us. So from there, I had a lesson that for people who don't have the same point of view or don't have um, the same knowledge, we need to be really careful when we share with them and we share our opinion, because they need some other foundation or other layer of concepts before accepting our point of view. So yeah, it's kind of wisdom that we need to know what is right and what is wrong and how to convey our thoughts in the most accepted way. And not that we say what we thought, but we need to say it in the right way that they accept. So just very big lesson that from now on I will be careful. Thanks for listening. Yeah.
thank you, teacher Gamer, for sharing your lesson. So, with the all wisdom levels, we know how to um, deal with the situations or circumstances. Hello, teacher Hunmai. Thank you for being here with us. And it's true that the wisdom is very important for us. That's why we need to light the wisdom light first among seven holistic well seven lights in our house, as we mentioned in the beginning of the course. And the first light we need to light up in our house, that is wisdom. Um, and wisdom one told us that we need to proactive uh proactively focus on the light, focus on the good side of people, focus on the helpful and beneficial source concept, focus on beautiful mental images, focus on um, their blessing and merits. So focus on the light, focus on the good side of things, of people. And wisdom level two told us that we need to proactive see that, perceive that everything starts from ourselves, from our inner self, our inner worlds. And we are able to and proactively desire our life, and we are able to desire our life since everything started from us. And we desire our life by cultivate good seeds, plant the good seeds, the good cause, and cultivate the favorable conditions so that we could have the desired outcome. And we know that good cars comes from the beautiful mental images, comes from a blessing and merit, comes from our helpful source concepts. And then it also comes from wisdom, comes from personality wealth, comes from a state of mind wealth, comes from virtual wealth, comes from physic wealth, comes from capability wealth, and comes from the uh, material and the material wealth. So we need to have cultivate the right concepts, source concepts, helpful source concepts about the good cause. And wisdom level three uh, tells us that proactively we need to proactively stay in the present moment fully. Um, we when we hear, we know that we are hearing. When we see, we know that we are seeing. When we say, we know that we are saying. When we know that we know we are knowing. And proactively stay in that state, we are able to use it whenever we face something. We need that stay in a state, in awareness state. And uh, wisdom level four help us to um, naturally know what to say, what to do in a particular situation. So to give the best consequence, the best result. And wisdom level five, because we didn't discuss in detail about this wisdom. So within four, the first four levels of wisdom, we're able to have if we use them proactively properly, and we are able to have the good life already, the good material and spiritual life. All right, so we did have brief a review about the yesterday lessons. Thank you, Teacher Gemma, for sharing your lesson. So we also have um, the content to discuss about yesterday lesson. And today we'll move to the next corner of the reality triangle of wisdom. And yesterday we explored about the information of wisdom, and today we continue with sorry. Mm. We continue with the energy corner of wisdom. Energize wisdom. And for the energy wisdom, there are three energies that we'll discuss here. We have inner peace, we have tolerance, and we have appreciation, gratitude. Three energies. These three energies, the energy of wisdom, represents for the um, energy angle, energy corner of wisdom. So let's um, explore the appreciation, gratitude first. Before we go to the appreciation, gratitude, there is one concept that we need to know first, which is in a moved state. In a moved state. And let me tell you a story that I heard from my master, from my master, my teachers regarding this topic. There, there was a kind young man. There was a kind young man. One day he went to the market, and on the way to the market, he saw a beggar on the sidewalk, and the beggar was asking for money, begging for money on the sidewalk. And he felt pity for uh, and he feel empathy for the beggar, and he want to help. He want to help the beggar. Then he came closer to and told the beggar that um you don't need to ask for money like this anymore. Every day I could give you 2 coins. Just come to my house. I'll give you 2 coins, and it's enough for you to live a day without asking for money anymore. And when the beggar heard that, he was so happy, and there is a joy inside. He was grateful for the kindness that the young man has offered to him. And he said, thank you so much. And every day, as the young man's words, he came to that man and asked for money. Day by day, time passed by, and it's still the same until the third year. The third year since the day that the beggar came to the young man, first came to the young man's house, asked for money. And one day, as usual, the beggar came to the young man and asked for money. And that day was quite different. The young man gave the beggar only 1 coin, 1 coin. And the beggar was surprised about that because every day he received 2 coins. And he asked, why do they only have 1 coin? And the young man said, recently I got married, so I need to save money for my family. So since today, I can only give you 1 coin. And the beggar was so angry. He slapped on the young man's face harshly, and he pointed to that young man and said, "Your wife is the one who thieved my money." And he left angrily. So after hearing this, listen to this story, what do you think about um, the nature of human if they they are the ones who easily forget about others' kindness? about other people's the things that other people has have them, or they are the persons who have their natures is appreciation, gratitude. Okay, the question is after listening to this story, the story that I just told earlier. So, what do you think about humans' nature? If they are ungrateful in nature, or they are grateful in nature? People are grateful in nature, everyone. People are grateful in nature because when the young man first offered his suggestion that he give the beggar 2 coins every day, and the beggar was so happy and he was so grateful for the young man's kindness. Am I right? And he was so happy, grateful for that. So at first, he was grateful for the kindness that he had received from the young man. But what happened? What happened later that made him forgot about the kindness of the young man? This one. Take it for granted. This phrase. Take it for granted. Time passed by, day by day. Um, the beggar received 2 coins every day, and he take it for granted. He took it for granted. And I think that's obvious. The young man should give him 2 coins. He took it for granted already. At first, the young man's offer was beyond his expectation, beyond his desire and conception. That's why he he was so appreciated, grateful for that offer. But time passed by. He took it for granted. He took it for granted. So that's why when people took people take things for granted, so there is no appreciation, gratitude anymore. There is no gratitude anymore, even though in nature we have it. And it happened in many many situations, or you can see that in life a lot, and even we have it with our loved ones. At first, when the parents gave birth, to the baby, and they just want the baby um, is healthy, it could make them happy already. And when that baby grow up, they have more desire. The desire and perception about a baby is getting bigger, is our the health condition of their children's is not enough. They want to see the success from their children. They want to see or they want to receive the return from their children, for example. And if their children haven't met their desire and perception, so is produce one thing. I think everybody got familiar with this one. Resentment. Yes. Resentment. I guess under the light is hard to see. Let's try it again with a darker color. Resentment. When there is taken for granted, when we take something for granted, and the gratitude, the appreciation, gratitude disappear. And when appreciation, gratitude disappear, similar to the light disappear, the darkness reveals, and the darkness here is resentment. Resentment. Now we know why resentment arise within someone, us, or sometimes we can see it in us, because if there is resentment, we need to reflect on us that if we take something for granted, so that's why there is no appreciation, gratitude. And things is let's take a very simple very simple example. If every day, every day I give to my colleague, colleague A one banana. So every day I gave the colleague A one banana, and day by day, time passes by, and I keep continuing give him one banana, and I was very close to him. And one day, the other day, I thought I've given banana for him every day. So today I want to give my banana to another colleague. So what could happen in his mind? The my colleague A, if he took it for granted, if he took it for granted, of course he could be angry about that, and he thought, it's my banana. How can you give it to other people, other person? If he didn't take it for granted, it's fine. Everything's fine. but it's what happened, right? It's what happened. It happens in many situations in lives. And when I learned this idea, I've reflect on my life, and I remember there are time that there's there was resentment in me, and when I contemplated and I know that I was taking things for granted. I used to I used to think that the love from my parents is obvious and it should be like that. And I took the love from my parents for granted. And if it didn't meet my desire and my perception about parents' love, the resentment about them arise. And when we talk about relationship, it happens more often in relationship. It happens more often in relationship. And if reflects on our life, if there is resentment, and we know that we take something for granted. And of course, we just know this idea. We don't focus on how to remove the resentment, how to not taking things for granted. We just focus on appreciation, gratitude. Focus on appreciation, gratitude. Appreciation, gratitude. Let me read the definition of appreciation, gratitude. Appreciation, gratitude is the state of mind, a personality, or a form of giving. Okay, we will know that if we have time to discuss about the personality wealth, so we'll know that appreciation, gratitude is a form of uh, a type of personality. And appreciation, gratitude is an in a move state triggered by objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. In this state, the feeling of taking things for granted disappears and resentment fades away. It is a state where we recognize the reasons for the existence of people the significance of their presence and the usefulness of all things. So, appreciation gratitude is an inner move state triggered by objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. In this state, the feeling of taking things for granted disappear. The feelings of taking things for granted disappear. In the state and resentment, because taking things for granted disappears, so resentment fades away. And it is the state where we recognize the reasons for the existence of people, the significance of their presence, and the usefulness of all things. So before we discuss in detail the appreciation gratitude, there is one concept that we need to know and understand. That is the an inner move state. Inner move state. So what is the inner move state? The inner move state refers to an internal an internal emotional state where one feels deeply touched by something they perceive as undeserved, yet they have received. It is the recognition of receiving something beyond one's expectations or assumptions about reality, beyond one's desire and perception about reality, whether in wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, or rest. Again, the inner move states. The inner move state refers to an internal emotional state where one feels deeply touched by something they perceive as undeserved, yet they have received. It is the recognition of receiving something beyond one's desire and perceptions about reality, whether in wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, and or rest. The inner move state refers to an internal emotional state where one feels deeply touched by something they perceive as undeserved, yet they have received. Is the recognition of receiving something beyond one's desire and desire or perception about reality, whether in fortune, beauty, whether in wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, and rest. So, in short, the inner move state is the internal emotional states. Is kind of emotional states where one feels deeply something, touched by something, um, and they perceive that they not, it's not worthy. It's they is not deserve to have it, but they have it. There's something that they is not. They they feel like they don't deserve to have it, but they have it, and because it's beyond their desire and perception about things, um, about wealth, about beauty, about fame, about appetite, about rest, about this human nature. We know that um, desire and perceptions regarding wealth, beauty, desire, and perceptions are the core disposition of human nature, which governs, influence um, all the nature, human nature, and the desire and uh, perceptions about wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, and rest could affect um, our another natures. So when things, what we receive, just beyond our desire and perception, so we think that we don't deserve to have it, and then we have it, and then by that by that moment, it generates internal emotional state, and we call that inner move state, that we feel touch that we feel touched by the things, by the fact that we receive something that we think we don't deserve to have it, or if that's beyond our desire and perception about wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, or rest. And uh, talking about things that's mm, beyond my desire and perception, or the things that I think I don't deserve to have it, but I have it. I remember several years ago, I went to like the night market with my friends in a mountain area in the Philippines. So, because it's was cold there, it's quite cold. The weather is similar to our Dalat city, and we try some street food there. And after that, in the market, there is a fountain that where we can wash our hands because the weather was cold. So after washing my hands, I did feel cold. I felt cold. Um, but it was okay to me. I was fine with that. But the friends I uh just knew at the time. It was not my old friend, just a friend that I just knew uh during that time. She also was in the group, that group. We went together, explore the night markets. And after I washed my hands, and she saw that, and she was surprised and said, with a very care, a very care tones, and she said, "How can you let your hands be cold like that?" And with the very thoughtful words, I thought she cared about my health, and I, I, it inside I thought she was so thoughtful, and I was happy about that. And I thought that's it, nothing more. And but she didn't stop. She didn't stop there, and then she pulled out the tissue, and I thought she could give the tissue to me. She could give the tissue to me so that I can um, dry my hands. But no, she held my hands and then she used the tissue to wipe the water on my hands. And I was surprised about her behaviors, and it was beyond my desire and perceptions because I thought she could give me the tissue so that I can wipe my hands dried on my arms. But no, she didn't stop there. She personally wipes my hands, and I feel very warm at the time. Very warm at the time. It's I think it's not just beyond my desire and perception, but it's it's something that I feel I didn't deserve it, but I haven't. So it's generated the inner move states. It's generated inner move states. So every time I have a chance to share this knowledge, I always remember about that moment. I always remember about that moment, and it's generated in a move states. It's generated move states. So the inner move states one's of one person's comes from the moment that we receive something, but we think we do not deserve to have it. And in another way, that if the things happen to us, comes to us, um, which is beyond our desire and perception about wealth, beauty, fame, appetite, and or rest. I uh, I'm living in the Philippines, and I receive many help and supports from the people here, and most of the things are beyond my desire and perceptions. So it often generates the inner move state within me. So that's why I think that's one of the reasons keep me stay longer in this country. At first, I thought to just stay here for 1 to 2 years, and then it's lasts longer because um, because of this state and this energy. And if we can give this state, the inner move state, are constantly in us, so we are able to have the appreciation, gratitude constantly in us, because we know that appre- appreciation, gratitude comes uh, one of the ways that generate the appreciation, gratitude in us is from the inner move state, right? So um, how can we prolong, or how can we maintain or have the inner move state constantly in us? If we so for inner move states, let's talking about inner move states a little more. I like talking about sharing about these states. It's when we know that appreciation, gratitude um, functions and usage in our lives, benefits in our life. We see that how important that we can prolong or remain the inner move state constantly in us. So we have the inner move states, right? Inner move states. How can we keep these states constantly in us? So there are three um, inner awareness that we need to know. First one is karma. Karma. When we know about karma, total karma, and we could know that if anyone give us the chance to help them to fulfill their dream, fulfill their desire, it's our blessing, and we feel grateful for the opportunity to have to play a role in someone's transformation journey. There was billionaire. There was a billionaire. He wanted to donate around 1 billion uh, to the unprivileged people, and he didn't know how to donate, where he should donate the money to. And he went to a judge and he asked a help for from the father, and he gave the money for the father in that church, for the priest in the church. And he said, Father, I want to donate $1 billion to people, unprivileged people. So can you help me do that? And the father said, okay, I'll help you. And then he left. But when she stepped on the gates, stepped out the door, just stepped out the door, and there's something in his mind that still feel uneasy. And then he went back and asked the father, Father, can I ask you a question? Father said, yes, sure. And the billionaire said, why I gave you $1 billion and you didn't say a word like thank you to me? And the father smiled gently and he said, the person who should say thank you is you. You want to donate your money. And when you donate it, you has blessing. And I didn't receive anything from you. I just help you to distribute this money to the, the needed person, to the person who need them. So you should say, you're the one who should say thank you to me, because I have to think about how to use your money meaningfully, purposefully. And then the millionaire realized a lesson for his life. Then he smiled gently and he said thank you to the father and he stepped out. So that's our story about donations from the millionaire. And through that story, I have learned a lesson that when we have chance to do something for other people, we need, we should be, I should be the one who say thank you. I should be grateful for the chance to be able to have someone because on someone's transformation journey, we play a role that's help them to transform, but actually in their karma, their total karma, they have that seed, the seed to receive the help from other people and the seed of that transformation. And sooner or later, they'll get that transformation. Sooner or later, they could have that transformation. But because we have the conditioned karma with that person, and they give us the chance to play a role on their transformation journey so that we are able to generate blessing, we are able to accumulate blessing and merit on the transformation journey of other person, other people. So we need to be the one who say thank you, the one who feel grateful for the opportunity to play a role in someone else transformation journey, transformation path. Hello, teacher and Jang. Thank you for being here with us. So when we have a chance to do something for other people and we understand about the karma, sooner or later, sooner or later, they would have that transformation. And when we have a role on their transformation journey, we accumulate a blessing, we accumulate merits. So we should be the ones who say thank you. We should be the ones who feel grateful for that opportunity. And so the first one is karma. When we understand about karma, we can keep the inner move state constantly in us. And the second source concept, helpful source concept that help us to maintain the inner move state in us is three mass, right? Three masses. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that anyone's give us the opportunity to do something for them on their transformation journey, on their personal growth journey. So we have chance to accumulate blessing and merits. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that opportunity. And the third are helpful source concept that help us to maintain, keep the inner move state constantly in us is mm, achievements by others or people. Achievement by others or by people. What is achievement by others? So, in our life, our personal growth path, we have chance to encounter many people, many people. And there are people who give us an idea or an advice. So from that advice, we have the insight to deal with our situation, we deal with our difficulties, and we call them advisor. On our path, we encounter many people who help us, right? Could in a minor areas or in maturity, and we call them, or in a larger area in our life, call them helper. And on our path, the path of our personal growth, we encounter many people who help us to connect to many quality connections, quality relationships, and we call them value connector. And on our path, our growing journey, we encounter many people to, with just their presence, have us enrich some things, enhance some things, could help us strengthen our health with just their presence, have us enhance or enrich our knowledge, our wisdom, opens our wisdom, or just help us feel calm inside, feel the peaceful inside. And we call them their, oh, what to call them? Let me check. We call them spirits of important. And in our life, on our growing path, we encounter many people who contribute many things in or many aspects in our life, and we call that talent, talented people or talents. And in our growing path, we could encounter someone who have a dream which is bigger than our dreams and accept be the mentor to us and guide us on the right path. And we call them mentor. And on our path, on our growing journey, we encounter many teachers who give us some knowledge, some understandings that is very beneficial to our life. Teachers, and on our path, we could encounter experts, could encounter experts who give us some mindset, the thoughts that can help us deal with difficulty, complex things simply, can help us simplify things by some mindsets or thinking. And and on our path, we could encounter some gurus, the ones we call gurus or wise men, who can help us open our wisdom, unlock, uh, unlock our wisdom. And so, in our life, since we were born until now, we have met many people. And if we understand about the karma and blessing and merit, three masses, and we could understand that anyone we have a chance to meet in our life has played a very important role on our growing path. They could be advisor, they could be helper, they could be value connector, they could be spirit of fortune, they could be talents, they could be mentor, they could be teachers, they could be experts, they could be gurus who help us transform, who help us growing, and all of them contribute to our achievements. And it's so true to say that our achievements is from other people, from others. Our achievement is by others, people. It's not from us. Without the presence of these people, so we are not able to have the any achievement in our life. We cannot do anything alone. We couldn't have anything alone. Even staying here and sharing this valuable knowledge. So where this knowledge comes from, it's not from me. It's from my master, from my teachers, and my master also learns from his master, learns from his teachers, and when I encounter any difficulties, obstacles, challenges In my life, I have advisors, I have mentors, I have teachers, experts, gurus, many people who contribute uh, to help me deal with that difficulty, deal with that challenges and many things in my life. So that's why our achievements by other people. And if we understand these three source concepts, these three helpful source concepts, we can prolong, we can remain in the move states constantly in us. And we know that this state is very important to remain to keep the appreciation, gratitude constantly in us. And to this point, anyone have any question, any doubt, or want to share anything? Okay, I'll take it as a no. So we'll continue with the appreciation 32. Also put appreciation gratitude in a reality triangle. Mm. So let me read the definition of appreciation gratitude again. We can put our, we know where to put the uh, material manifestation, energy, and information of appreciation gratitude in this reality triangle. Appreciation gratitude is the state um, is an inner move state triggered by objects, events, phenomena, circumstances, or people. In this state, the feeling of taking things for granted disappears and resentment fades away. It is a state where we recognize the reason for the existence of people, the significance of their presence, and the usefulness of all things. So, how do we put things, this information in the reality triangle of appreciation and gratitude? And for the information of appreciation gratitude, we have appreciation gratitude is an inner move state. So the information is the an inner move states, in a move states. So this in a move state triggered by objects, events, phenomena, circumstances of people. And we know how is created in us, right? When we receive something that we think that we do not deserve to have it, but we have it, but we have it. And or in the case that we receive something beyond our desire and perception about wealth, about beauty, about fame, about appetite, and about rest. And how to prolong this inner move states in us, we need to understand, profound, have the profound understanding of karma, total karma, of three masses, especially blessing and merits, and the idea that our achievements bites others. And in the energy angle, the appreciation gratitude appear when the feeling of taking things for granted disappear and resentment disappear. Right? So there's no taking things for granted. No. And when in a move state appeared, there's no taking things for granted. And the material manifestation of appreciation gratitude is that it is a state where we recognize the reasons for the existence of people. Okay, the existence of people, reason, the existence of people, and the significance of their presence, and the usefulness of all things, and the usefulness. So this is the reality triangle of appreciation, gratitude, with the information is the inner move state. If we are able to have the inner move state, there is no taking things for granted. And if there is no taking things for granted, of course, there is no resentment, and we and the material manifestation that we can see on a person who have the appreciation gratitude is they are grateful for the presence of people in their life, and they understand the reasons of people's existence in their life, the role of people they have met in their life, and they understand the usefulness. They have the profound understanding of the usefulness of all things, everything, anything, anyone that appear in their journey has a role to help them move closer to their desire, to their dream. And I remember one thing that I have learned from my master, that once we have a dream, or when we have a desire of the resources in this life, it means that in our karma, in our karma will activate something, some resources, all the resources to help us fulfill our dream, realize our dream in any forms. So they could come in any forms. They could be the ones who comes with the form of persons who oppose us. But through that event, through that incident, we learn something to grow. Or they could be the ones who be a helper to us, who support us, or any form. And all of them, and all of them are ones are in these nice people. So through their story, through their journey, we have a lesson, we have an insight that can help us transcend their rise and challenge. They could be a advisor to us, they could be a helper to us, they could be a value connector to us, they could be spirit supportant to us, they could be a talent to us, they could be mentor to us, they could be teachers to us, they could be expert to us, they could be guru to us. But they could be in any form. They could be in any form, can give us good things, or the form that give us some lesson, big lessons through some hardship or challenges. We don't know. But since the day that we have a desire, or we have a dream in our karmas, we activate our karmas will be activated to have to gather the resources to help us fulfill our dream. So nothing in this life that we encounters is meaningless. So there is always has the reason for things happens, for people's presence, for the things that appeared in our life. So we just need to understand the usefulness of all things and the existence of people in our life. So by doing that, we're able to maintain appreciation, gratitude in us. And why we need to maintain the great appreciation, gratitude in us. This uh, energy is the energy that could give us could give us the positive particles, give us the young electronics energy, could give us the positive particles, positive seed, or in general we call it blessing. And in an experiments in Japan, when they um, when they put water in some jars and some bottle, and on the bottle of the water they from the same source, the water is from the same source, and they put in dispute in the different bottles, and on each bottles they write some words and in many languages. And there are positive words, there's negative words, love, hatred, arrogant, insecurity, tolerance, many, many words, and both negative and positive, with negative and positive emotions in many languages. And then uh, the structures, the molecular structure of the waters before and after, uh, filling in the bottles change, and the ones that give the most not just beautiful but quite balance shaft is appreciation gratitude. But just they just put gratitude, not appreciation gratitude. But appreciation gratitude is the words that have is even stronger than gratitude solely. So this energy, appreciation gratitude, is the energy that could give us the positive particles, positive seeds in us when general we call it blessing. And we need the balance and positive particles in us, right? As we need blessing and merit. And this energy can help us activate the karma, the good karma, especially our good knowledge karma. And there are some principles, um, like the reminders when we talk about appreciation, gratitude. So those who they their the appreciation ensures the ownership, and gratitude ensures permanence. So it means that if we have the appreciations, it can help us to owe this thing. If we are able to owe something, it means that we appreciate it. And when if we can to be able to keep it for a long time, we need to have gratitude. So it can ensure the permanence. It means that we can keep it for a long time. And just observe the things around you. If you appreciate something, you have it. You have it, and for the things that you are able to keep for a long time, just say it. You have the gratitude for that, so that you can keep it for a long time. And I check on my life, and it's true. The other things that I appreciate, I have it. All the things that I have now, I appreciate them. And for things that I am grateful for, that I can keep it for a long time. I try to protect it as much as I can. I use things when I, especially the things that I have in my life, I try to protect them, try to use them as gentle as much gentle as that I can. And those who uh, possess but fail to appreciate will lose to those who do. Those who possess but fail to appreciate will lose to those who do. So it means that when we have something and we fail to appreciate that, and then we lose it. So this happens, right? So if we have something and we don't appreciate it, we lose it to others' hand. When a friend comes to my place and she showed her appreciation towards something, And I appreciate that relationship more. And I often uh, give her the things that she appreciates. Could she show her appreciation towards that things more than I do? And she have it. And she have it. And appreciation drives speed. Gratitude determines direction. Appreciation drives speed. Gratitude determines direction. So when we see that we are slow, it means that we lose the appreciation. And when we don't know where to go, we lose our direction. It means that we have dropped gratitude somewhere, right? When we are in the airport and there's announcements that said the planes will take off in 5 minutes, for example, and we are in a place very far from the boarding gate. So what should we do? We appreciate that time very much, and we could run, right? Appreciate the time, and it's generate the speed. And if we lose the directions, go back and to see if there is gratitude. There's gratitude for our life, our path. So if there is gratitude, they will show us the way. As, as appreciation gratitude could activate activate the good karma, especially the good knowledge karma in us, and we could know which the right path to go. So this is appreciation, appreciation, gratitude. Anyone want to share your lessons, your insights, your enlightenment? Please do. I'm more happy to hear your voice before we say goodbye.
Thank you, teacher, for sharing very details about the energy of wisdom and reminded me about the three energies of wisdom. And actually, when I was in the period of uh, after giving birth, I could really feel the care from my family members and um, look back and more cherish and appreciate the all the things they have done to me before. Uh, may say that I took it for granted, but recently I could realize how much they did for me, and I have a chance to show my uh, gratitude and appreciation to them. Mm, and especially the relationship with my husband improved a lot when I could see how much he cared and everything he does from the smallest thing. And I feel I'm lucky um, because I could realize that not too late. um, and when I learn how to make the good things like emphasis or make it that bigger the good things from others, so um the bad things will um by the time fade away somehow. And yeah, um it's really important to remind ourselves about these energies all the time, and help me to overcome the bad feelings very fast compared with before. Yeah, thanks for the listening and your sharing today.
Thank you, Teacher Cameron.
Yeah,
Congratulations with this beautiful knowledge. Never too late to have a chance or to realize something. I feel grateful for the chance to share this beautiful knowledge to everyone, and I'm grateful for the chance to know this knowledge because is indeed changed my life greatly, and it was very beautiful that and such a privilege to have an opportunity to share this meaningful knowledge to everyone. Thank you so much for your presence, for your support, and for your love, and to be here with me so that we are able to discuss, we learn from each other. And when I share this knowledge, I'm the person who listen to what I say first. So one more time is enhanced in my mind. Thank you so much, everyone, for this opportunity. Let me start sharing the screen. Okay, so I guess this time to say goodbye. Thank you very much, everyone. See everyone tomorrow. Let me start sharing the screens. Bye, Teacher Gemma. Bye, Teacher Thanh Phương. Bye, Teacher Huỳnh Mai. Bye, Teacher An Giang.
bye bye everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you, teacher.
I'll end the Zoom here.